Oh, jeez. What a falling knife, dude. Holy cow. Straight down. Mm. What's up, Control FX? How you doing, my boy? Now that someone's in here, here's what I'm looking at right now. So we had this hourly supply here from yesterday that held up pretty nicely. Came back down, took out some of these lows along the way. Still haven't taken out this complete low, I guess you could say. But I'm sure we'll get it pretty soon here. And then, so I'm just going to wait until that happens. And then from there, I don't know. I mean, we're going to see what happens, but we could just get a little liquidity sweep, or we could get just a continuation down further. If we continue down further, we still have this huge demand zone down here. That's kind of interesting. So, I don't know. We'll see. Just kind of wait and see what happens. So far, you can see we just wick the highs like crazy. Yeah, I'm waiting too. I didn't even check the news, but the news could bounce this thing right back up. Let's check out the book map now. So a little bottom here, actually. Starting to see some support down here. I'm going to try it for one, just to kind of see what happens. Really just so I can say I'm in it. A lot of liquidity on the book right now. Alright, I'm gonna cut this. Really not too sure why I took that. Let me see if there's what time the news is. So we got news at 8. A little bit of news at 11. So we'll see. But yeah, this book map just started to get really heavy towards the downside. I'm sure we're gonna push up to here pretty soon here. Push up to 97s maybe. Yeah, 300K prop firm. It's Apex account. So they had a 90% deal. 90% off, I guess. And that 300K account is usually $677. So I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna try it. It was only $67. So we're currently up like $5,600, but I gotta make 20K in the account. So it could happen today, but we'll see. We shall see. So I kind of want to see this thing push up to like 80s maybe at least. Get a wick test at 80s and then see where we go from there. But I don't know, this wick at the bottom is kind of a little odd, to be honest. So we technically tapped into the hourly zone, an hourly demand zone. I'm counting it just because we made a higher low from here, and obviously we're wicking it right now. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on this. Should have held this long, but sure could have. What it was risky. A lot of liquidity up there at the 50s. Still, people are looking for new highs. So again, we'll keep an eye on that as well. So we'll watch this 80 retest. See what we do around here. Around 80s or VWAP or really just any of that. This brown line here is a previous day value area low, so I'm sure we'll get some reaction off of that. And we got VWAP there, so this could be a good short off of here. But we just gotta watch and see how we react. As far as the QQQ, no gap in the QQQ. We still got that huge gap to the downside. Let me turn my pivot points off. Okay. Still got this huge gap to the downside here, so obviously keep an eye on that, but I don't know. '86 is pivot point. And we're respecting it pretty well. 86s, where is that? Is that VWAP too? Yeah. So that might be a really good short. Kind of right around VWAP, right around previous day value area low, pivot point, kind of low volume area. So that's the only tricky part, is to see where we kind of wick up to, but and as well as previous bounce spot up here. So we got a lot up in here, but we'll just wait and see how it reacts. It's gonna suck because it's probably gonna jet into the news time, but that's all right. I mainly trade only NASDAQ. I look at crude oil and Some other guy in my chat told me to start looking at the Russell, so I kind of looked at that a little bit. But everything else is just, like, I've been trading NASDAQ the longest, so everything else seems so slow to me now. So it's kind of hard to get used to that, but I definitely try to find opportunity. Opportunity. What do you trade, Control? You just trade NASDAQ, or what do you like to do? So I'm looking at crude oil, actually. It's making a pretty nice little push up here. This is a 5-minute supply zone I just marked out here, or sorry, demand zone. So I mean, if for some reason it pulls all the way back into there, maybe I'll take a long, but NASDAQ, gold, and Dow. I see this wick up top here. It's crazy. Bouncing off VWAP though. Gold, let's check out gold. Wow, this cannot be right. What's the gold symbol? Is it J? GCJ? Is that the right symbol for gold right now? GCJ? Here we go. Let's go back to NAS. Pushing up still. Oh, so you do Forex. You trade like ICT and stuff like that? Alright, so there is 83s as the high of that candle. Let's just see. Still got news in 6 minutes, so this is kind of annoying. I wanted to take something like this, but that long would have been perfect right now, actually. $30 within like a quick 500, I think, yeah. That's right. Alright, so there's the wick test. Tested this wick. Haven't got to VWAP yet. Haven't gotten to previous day value low yet. Have gotten to the 80s. Haven't gotten to that pivot point yet. And we haven't gotten near this low over here. But this is, I kind of just see this area as just like red flag, rejection, rejection, rejection. But then again, because it's so low volume over here, we could just push straight through. So we are seeing some rejection on the book map right now. It's just tough with the news. I don't want to take anything yet. I should probably wait. Unfortunately. Alright. Pushing up here. See, pushing through some of that liquidity. I'll show you what I'm looking at on the book now. This looks pretty interesting to me. So there's that push through. There's that push through that area. We're now at VWAP and we're now at that pivot point. I mean, this would have been perfect time for me to do something. Excuse me. Jeez. Alright, there's the value area low touch there. So we're now testing the bottom, we're testing VWAP, we're testing the previous day value area low, and a fair value gap, wick testing. I mean, there's a whole lot going on here. So I think if we find a way to push through this, I don't see a reason we go down anymore today. So let's just see. We do keep kind of stair-stepping up. Still got that 850 level up there. In between there, we got like 841s. Some liquidity up in there, some at 830s. Some of the bigger orders. Alright, so we're wicking it, so I don't know, dude. This is tough. I'm just not gonna take anything here. This would be a perfect pullback. I mean, I would love to full port my account and go all in on this trade, but maybe we will. We'll see. That could have been like a little liquidity sweep past that, or maybe we're just filling that order. Pretty big bid here. 32. Wicking it pretty heavy with 30 seconds to go. It's tough. That is tough. I do really think we want to get this low. Golly. There we go, 8 seconds. Book is starting to thin out. Okay, sweeping everything to the top side. Pushing up somehow. What in the world? Now we're in a supply zone. Gosh, bro, what did I get out for? 210? Alright. That was dumb. There's the supply zone I'm talking about. Looks really good. Just took me a while to get filled because of all the orders coming in so fast. So I mean, this is a picture perfect supply zone, so I'd give this a couple minutes and wait to see what happens, but this is what you want to see for sure. Still pushing through here. See what that did to. Wow, look at that. Jeez, what a wick. Mostly interested in crude oil. Just only if we come all the way back here though, which by that point, I don't know if I want it. Which is okay. So we're right back up to the point of control. I mean, geez, what a long this could have been. Was 56s, 50-point trade would have been like $1,000. Whatever, dude. Whatever. It's just hard. The only thing about that is it's hard to hold along after you see 3 huge downside candles. No matter how much you trust your strategy or anything, like it's pretty hard to do that. All right, really solid wick here. I really want to get in. I'm just risking a lot. Be like a couple thousand each way. Liquidity up at the top. I'm gonna hop in short. I'm gonna go stop loss above this wick. Just for now. I'm gonna go take profit at value area low. Only in 3 right now. Probably add into this as we go. But yeah. However, depending on how this candle closes, we'll see if we'll see if we want to add. I know I shouldn't say that because I should be looking at footprint charts and all that, blah 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 blah. We are getting a lot of pressure up to the top side here, which is a little interesting. Still got that 50 level. Come on, QQQ. Alright, pretty solid wick that we just left. Just want to watch it really closely and just see. I'm gonna cut it there, maybe. Why is this lagging? I cut it there for 735. I don't know why, but my trade of eight's lagging. I keep not getting filled properly. And something just seems off about how many orders I saw up to the top side. Like there were orders at 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, like just stacked, which could just mean a bunch of pressure pushing us down. But at the same time, I know orders like to get filled, so it's probably going to act like some sort of magnet. This could be sweeping everyone out right here, and we could just completely disregard that supply zone, but I don't know. Not too sure. Take profit was at 64s. Very low on the day, so if it gets filled, I'll be a little bit hurt, but it's whatever. What news do we got tomorrow? I'm trying to just get a non-news trading day so we can yeah, what a wick there. So this is just what I was afraid of. I mean, I really just didn't even know what was going to happen, but here we are. So you got news at 6:30 tomorrow and news at 8:30 tomorrow. Crude oil inventories, so yeah, that to worry about. Ugh. Whole thing about my trading worries me because because yesterday it wasn't even working and I had to trade on trading view and it was just laggy as all get out, so I was not a fan. We still got initial balance high and low that hasn't even really come close to being touched, so I kind of just want to take it easy. Young sleazy. Gosh, I got so many different colors up here. Let's go. Put a super light green. There's initial balance high. Initial balance low is down here. If we don't break this, I think I'm just gonna be done for the day. Because if we're just gonna trade inside this range all day, like there's really no reason for me to be in it. Up about 863 on the day. Obviously, I would like to be up way more, like 5K or something, but it's just you get what you get. Alright, so we previously had a little bit of resistance up here at, just recording. Previously had a little bit of resistance up here up at like the 20s. But gosh, my book map is so laggy. I wonder if that's just my computer lagging. Might just be my computer. Previous resistance up here at the 15s. So we'll watch and see how everything kind of reacts. I assume we're gonna try to clear out all of this stuff. I mean, this is a pretty nice wick here to put your stop loss under. 98.75 is like 20 points. So you're definitely risking a lot, but easily target the 50s for sure. So I think we'll get a topside breakout today, hopefully. To break this big supply zone, we gotta break 63s. So just passed. But I mean, there's just so much liquidity up above that's literally just holding us down. I don't know. Kind of just also trading in this high volume range right here. So let's see what see where the highest volume point is on this move. Wow. So this is the point of control. This is the highest volume point on this whole move, which is exactly where we tapped into. So the shorts could still be in control actually. Because it's just being held down by all this volume. But I do think we'll just find a way to get a pretty strong aggressive move up. I just think we're going to chop around inside this range for a little bit, so that's why I want to wait until we push outside of it, because once we push outside of it, I'll just wait for a break and retest, and then hopefully have some targets set after that. Yeah, we're pushing up. Chopping still. Shocker. If we start to clear out some of this liquidity, let's see, we're gonna get a pretty good look here at what where we're gonna be heading for the rest of the day. So let's see where this 10-point kind of range, or this, I don't even know what to call it. Let's see how we react up here, the 20s. If we reject off this, it's going to be a really good short. I have a feeling we're going to push through though, so let's see what happens. Slight rejection, could just be a little fake out. Let's wait. Let's give it a minute. Crude oil at the moment is still pushing higher. Nice. That's good. So we got a pretty good amount of rejection up here, but there's just so much liquidity. I just think we'll just push right through it, honestly. What does that get us to, like 40s, 50s maybe? Definitely new highs on the day. So the white line up here is 50s, which is where there's a bunch of orders right now. This green line's high of day, this green line is high of the session. So we got 15 minutes. That will kind of wait. I think the shorts could play out. It's just too much risk for me. Too much risk, and at that, I don't really know. I don't want to try to add into it because I don't know. Like I could have easily added into this last short we had over here, but would have just gotten wicked out of it right away. So I just want like a confirmed sense of direction. That's why I want to see a breakout of the high or the low. So we're still seeing a little rejection on the book. I do not know. I do not know. Let's see, we're pushing through. Starting to test some of those orders, starting to fill some of those orders. Next big block we got is up at 50s. So yeah, here's this push we were talking about. Right through all this liquidity. Big level to watch is the high here. 2750, I think it is. 2750. If we break 2750, I think there's a really good chance that we push up. We get these 50s. Then after that, after 50s, what do we got? Let's see. So after 50s, we got 64s-ish, 63s would be the next big kind of area. So we'll mark it out, 63s. Next big area, because then if we break through this supply zone that we've been holding up on the hourly chart, then we'll have something different to pay attention to. Alright, so we just broke the high. So now 50 is coming up next. For sure. No doubt. Maybe we bounce. No. 50 is coming up for sure. Watch out. After 63s, I mean, then we just have ultimate all-time highs at 144s. We're up 50 points in the day right now, so I guess it's realistic, but I mean, who knows? We drew out this zone in the morning, right here. 30-minute zone, mainly hourly zone. We bounced really well out of it. I did take the long, but I just cut it just because it was so hard for me to look at these three huge downside candles. You can see I only entered one here. But yeah, we bounced out really well, so that kind of shows me like we didn't want to make a new low. We didn't want to sweep anything. So now I think topside momentum is there for sure. Sweeping highs right now. So let's see. A little rejection up at 40s for the 10-point either side. Could be a nice pullback to enter off of here. But then again, you got a fair value gap. So there's just a lot. I mean, Best thing to do is wait right now. Just wait. I know it's hard to watch it go and get those targets without you, but the second you drop down to a 1 minute chart like this, you see the breakout and blah, 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 blah. Like, look, I want to take this long so badly right now. This looks so good. Sheesh Louise. Wow, that looks so fire. That looks so good. A little deeper pullback here. Okay, so see, if I would have gotten long right there and put my stop below there, I would have gotten stopped out already. So, thank God we did not do that. So some pretty strong selling here. This is not what I was expecting at all. Maybe we just wicked the highs. Huh. Or we're just getting a wick test down here. I do think we could bounce it all the way back up, but again, we have seen shorts that play out like this, where you get a huge green candle, huge white candle next to it, put your stop above the highs, and we just flush down. So, I mean, there's just too many questions in the air right now. We got to see some sort of direction and then kind of base it off of that. I mean, look at this. Look at. I mean, we're just. I don't know. I mean, this wick is pretty convincing to keep going higher. The fact we didn't make a new low. Push right past previous day value area low. So we had no troubles there. Kind of flirting around yesterday's point of control. Longs could be good here off this wick test. It's not a bad spot to hop in. As far as liquidity goes, I mean, there's obviously liquidity to the top side. It's just a matter of if it wants to keep sweeping and stopping people out, or if we've done enough of that already, or what's going on. So, pretty heavy close there. Not the close we wanted for sure. I definitely don't think we're just going to go green candle right back up. I mean, we very easily could. But let's just be patient and control and control. Speaking of control, maybe we pull right back to the point of control. No one knows. All we can do is react. So there actually is a 15-minute zone I didn't see. We already tapped into it. Pulling back into it again is realistic, but at the same time it's not. So I really don't know. I don't know what to do here. Chat, you guys taking any trades today yet? You guys trading this mess? Anyone? Bueller? A lot of wicks. See if crude oil's got anything interesting. Ooh. Very much so do. What a wick there from crude oil. Sheesh. Could be a good long in crude oil. Wow, so we're gonna continue to dump it. This is what I was talking about right here. This short right up top. Failed to break that high. What a short. Wow. Wow, what a trap. Right back to VWAP. Let's see. Where do we go from here? I'm interested to see if we sweep this wick here, this kind of big doji we had, because I think that was probably an entry point for a lot of people. Just because we wicked it right at VWAP. But then again, I don't know. Perfect touch on VWAP right now. We've seen this before. Any sort of rejection to the bottom side would be good for a long. Kind of tested this area a lot on the book so far. Pushing up, rejecting strongly. Very nice. A red to green candle, maybe. I don't think they get it, but they got a 15-minute doji back close. Not doji. Oh, like maybe partial doji. Oh my gosh, I'm tired. Ah, jeez. 10 seconds for the close here. It's 20-point stop with this. I really want it. I really do. I really want to try it. I just want to try it just to see what would happen. But I just don't know if that's the smartest idea. Pulls right back up to the point of control. Interesting. So here's a initial balance, high and low, set now. So now we really wait. Now I'm for sure not taking a trade till we do anything inside of there.
Is this just a, sorry. Narrated to it? I was hoping. On TikTok or what? Song fun. Is this just a, sorry. Narrated to it?
Mitch is long, chat. Here we go. Sure, stop below 90s. I want the longs too, Mitch. I gotta wait. I gotta wait to see which way we're gonna break out because we're just in such a range right now. So much topside interest though. And we just wicked out all these guys, which is good. Mm. $126 orders up to the 50s. I mean, if anyone's long right now, please hold this to the 50s and just wait for a reaction up there. My lord. Book map is just heavy here. We're not moving too much because we're literally directly at the point of control. Buyers and sellers are just fighting right now. I'm trying to see which way this thing's gonna go. I think no doubt we push up here, but I don't know, dude. I should be long right now. I should be long. Perfect bounce off VWAP. Doji candle. Heavy push down, interesting to see for sure. Gosh, I keep wanting to take this long, but then I just look and see that we're just bouncing between zones right now, and I just can't bring myself to it, unfortunately.
My name is Joanne, and this is my song. I'm sleepy. My fears not getting enough food. We're just gonna. God, fast.
Nice push up here. Mitch is happy. Mitch is definitely happy. I mean, the book map looks so good. Oh my gosh, this is mind-boggling. Cannot watch this right now. Alright. Here's that low taken out. I mean, how many lows do we need to take out in order to go get that 50? Jeez. That 50 push. Interesting here, though. Low of this candle. Low of this candle is right at 91. So you look over at 91. Super low volume node. Not the lowest of the day, but interesting spot. Wonder if we bounce it right here. That was the final time we swept all longs. I mean, it wouldn't make sense to me, but whatever the market needs. Just do something, please. Oh my gosh, I can't stop stretching. Maybe we look at crude oil. Let's look at crude oil. Maybe they got something better for us? Not quite. Let's look at crude oil on TradingView. Alright. I mean, really solid zone here. 15-minute zone here. Let's mark out this move, see where the point of control is on this move. Clearly it's up here. Get that other look at it? Oh no. So clear point of control in 15 minutes up at the top up here, which is unfortunate. You get a little bit of volume, actually good amount of volume down here. Good amount of volume here as well. Hence the reason we bounced. Shocker. I don't make the rules. Let's check out some higher time frames from crude oil. I mean, this is the moral of the story with crude oil. So that's the thing when you're trading crude oil is you're not really trying to target highs and lows. It's more so like internal targets, I guess you could say. So I don't know, but jeez. Just remove all these so you can get a clear view. Alright, so we had a big push down. Found a bit of a base down here. So mark this out for future reference. Just so we know if we ever get back down there, we bounced before. As far as right now goes, good amount of resistance up in here, if you ask me. Good amount of resistance up in here. We'll mark it just because we can. So you get support and resistance on the 4 hour. That's really all I want to worry about on the 4 hour. I mean, we can look for a couple of zones inside of here. Obviously, you're gonna have some pretty big ones. So let's see. Find a big move. Here to here. Perfect. So this is going to be a really good zone here. 4 hour demand zone. Way down here if we ever decide to come back down to here. And then what we'll do is we'll add an alert. Come on, show me the alert. And we'll say World's greatest demand zone, because it is, and it's guaranteed to work. Alright, so we got that zone marked out. There's that. We'll make it green too, just so we know. Alright. So there's that demand zone marked out. We also have, I mean, we're just trading inside this range here, which is quite unfortunate. So you got another demand zone here. A whole lot of demand, not a lot of supply. I mean, there is low-key a supply zone up here, but not the greatest looking one at all. I would much rather take a trade off of these zones because you can see we had a stronger, it's just a straight up push. So there's obviously some momentum down here that made us push up that hard like that. Same thing here, really strong push. Now we go to the hourly. Kind of just zoom in, like I'll look at this, like sure, yeah, this still looks good. But then now we're kind of just focused on this area right here. So now here inside the hourly, this down here still looks good. Looks like a good bounce spot. Let's test it again. I already know the point of control is going to be down there at the bottom. Yep, perfect, right in the middle. So this could be a good bounce spot, but then if we break through, we still have this down here. So I'll add an alert on here just because it's still pretty far down. And I kind of just want to know when it's going to happen. NAS is making a little push after it dumped. Early demand zone. There we go. We're going to add in with point of control. Just so we know it's legit. So here, this right here was a good supply zone. This short right here. Mr. Popcorn, what's good, my boy? He's back. I haven't seen him in a little bit. This is a good supply zone right here. We broke through it, so that's got to tell us something that we're not super interested in at least this level. Again, let's test this again on this for the shorts. High to low. Alright, so we could, so this is interesting. We could be coming up to an area here where it would be a good time to hold some shorts because we also have a good amount of resistance. So when it comes to crude oil, I mean, I think it's more important just to hold them because it moves so slow. So I feel like crude oil is more of a holding type of situation, but you do you. And then obviously we have this demand zone down here, which is pretty much picture perfect for an hourly setup. So this is more of a short term kind of look at that, I guess you could say, but yeah, we'll keep an eye on this supply zone. It wasn't like a super strong push down from there, but you can see we had a strong push up and then something made us just kind of make our way down. What time was this at? This is Thursday at 12 o'clock till wow, all through the weekend. So we just kind of slowly chopped our way down. Obviously these moves are much easier to look at. NASDAQ is pushing. Gavin, we're up 860 so far, waiting for, wow, what a push this is. Good Lord. Trying to take my mind off the charts. My Lord, look at this push. Jeez. Currently waiting to break the initial balance high, get a retest, and then hopefully furthest target up here is 144s. Up in here, that's the furthest high we have to take out, and that would be all-time highs again. but I'm not going to take anything until we break out just because we've been chopping so much. How are you doing, Gavin? Or did you only trade the night session again? Alright, back to this. We'll go to the 30-minute now. Everything still looks good. Supply zone still up in here. Demand zone still look good. I don't really see anything. I don't see anything else. Again, the supply zone here that we broke through, so that is interesting to see. But we'll watch it closely. So not much there. 15-minute. More consolidation up here, looking good for the shorts up there. Yeah, I mean, good demand zone. So I think if you're going to take this short, if we get a nice wick, just put your take profit. I would say just before this demand zone. Or just watch it and wait for a reaction. So, okay. More rejection up there, and obviously we can see reject there. If we keep going over, we'll get another rejection. So we've clearly rejected in this huge gray zone a bunch. This is kind of just a resistance zone. Then we have a supply zone within it. So we're going to watch the supply zone. We still have this demand zone down here. Really good spot to take a trade down here. We'll mark this out as well, and then we'll mark out the short. Yeah, we should be good there. Done for now. Did a quick 250, but NQ is moving off, so I got out waiting. Probably got a tank. I don't know. I don't know about the whole tank idea. I mean, 150s on the book have been up here all day, kind of in and out. Buyers keep stepping up, keep putting their orders up here, so I think we just got to wait and see. We had a pretty crazy rejection up here. Oh, sorry, you can't see that. Pretty crazy rejection up here. This is what kind of started that push down that I guess stopped everybody out. But yeah, I'm waiting for a push outside of the initial balance high, which is tough. I'm probably not going to be in that 50 push, but might not even take another trade today. We'll see. A lot of, holy smokes. Good amount of rejection up here at value area high. Would be a good short, low key. Might be a little early. Sorry, not initial balance high, volume area high. So many different freaking things. Alright, so we got that. Then we'll add an alert here for the short. The dotted line inside is the point of control on the hourly. So supply zone of a lifetime. Get short. There we go. So now we see that and should be good to go. Let's check out a couple other things. Look at the Russell here. I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe a demand zone forming here, but like let's see where the point of control is. Yeah, I'm not interested in the Russell, unfortunately. So we'll hold off on that until we get something better looking for us. And yeah. For the time being, let's bleed our eyes out to the NASDAQ's movement. Let's see, we got 30 seconds left on this candle. Still right around point of control. Shorts could be good here. Nice rejection. Nice rejection on the book map. Target 79's first. Maybe the shorts were right, Mr. Popcorn. Oh my gosh. Ugh, I stretched like 7,000 times this morning. The shorts might be available to me first before the NASDAQ trade, honestly. In which case, that would be interesting. It's a good smelling candle right there. Yeah, I mean, this is just no reason to trade this right here. Gavin, are you done trading today? Or did you trade last night? How'd last night go? Last night. I mean, this is just a nice rejection up here, but there's no sort of sense of direction. We got targets, but we got no sense of direction just yet. How'd the night session go? Let's see what the night session looks like. Let's see. So Tuesday, so it'd be over here. Monday at like 16, I think it is. So night session opens here. I mean, how many points is this? 43s to 70s. It's 30 points. It's a good push up if you can find a reason to get in. How much movement? 500 last time. Am I back on? If you see something. Yeah, I mean, I'm just. Oh, not even showing the right thing. I'm not interested in this hole. I'm not interested in the look of this right here. We had a nice little dump here this morning, but I was a little late to arriving to my computer, unfortunately. But that's all right. We had a nice supply zone here too. We had a really good supply zone yesterday. Where was that at? This supply zone was picture perfect. I wanted to take this really bad. This is a great example of a supply zone right here. Strong push down. Break of structure. Came back into it, swept out the lows of the day right before the market closed. It's a good zone, but it's in the past. Can't do anything about it now. Let's see what Nvidia's doing. Nvidia's gone absolutely nowhere since those earnings came out last Wednesday. Same thing with the QQQ. Might just be a choppy day. Dollar's dumping pretty good. I mean, we can probably go down to the 1 minute and find 1,000 different trades to take, but then we also find 1,000 different trades we get stopped out on, so not worth it for me. Crude oil's getting a little closer. A little bit closer. This is honestly kind of an iffy zone. What time frame did we see this on? Oh yeah, it was the hourly. Only interested in it because the point of control is all the way up here. Right? Isn't it? I'm not sure. It doesn't seem right. Now it's down there. What? What were we looking at? 30 minute? No. Aren't looking at the 30 minute. Alright, well. That's weird. I guess we'll still just wait and see. I could have sworn there was something up there. The point of control was up here for sure. Chat, anyone remember what that was that we saw? I'm not too sure. In the meantime, let's go back to the book map. Rejection up here, I mean, my eyes might start bleeding. 115 orders up here at the 50s. You can get long right now and put your stop loss below 78s if you want. And you'll still probably get stopped out or just left in tears. Oh my word, this is tough. I highly doubt there's any more trades for me on the NASDAQ today. I mean, we might have some good movement in the end of the session, but absolutely nothing right now. Let me check something. I think Top Step's doing a giveaway right now for a couple of 50K accounts. If I believe that is correct. It's always good to have a 50K account.
I like it.
Fire drill, there we go. Chat, what's everyone's P&L on the day? Ooh, crude oil's pushing up. Maybe we get the short. Sucks with Top Step because all they do is these stupid fire drills where all these other companies are doing like 90% off, 80% off, blah, 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 blah. And I think Top Step is definitely the best prop firm by far compared to Apex and all of the others. I definitely trust Top Step the most, but prices are definitely an investment. Then again, if they did some crazy deal, I think all their stuff would just break, so. Alright, NASDAQ's just dumping a little bit. Still feeling some of that pressure, I guess. Wonder if we take out these lows, that'll be a very key area, for sure. If we take out these lows, as you can see, we bounced previously at value area low. So if we take out this low, obviously the next target is low of day. If we don't, if we just barely kind of match it, that would be a great time to get long. If we see some sort of hesitation, that'd be a great time to get long, and that would be your time to target the 50s and swing big. But for now, we're just wicking VWAP, so shocker. Could be a nice wick off VWAP, sweeping out all these lows, and we get a move up from here. I mean, there's just endless possibilities. Endless. It would be sick if I could get 5 free 50K accounts. I mean, that would be so much better than a 300K account. I mean, surely I get one of these, right?
Trade NQH for CME at the MDB by 10.
More seconds left
Trade
in this candle.
NQH for CME at the MDB sell 15.
All right, strong close there. Close below VWAP. First kind of convincing candle we've had in a little bit. Still haven't taken out that low yet. That value area, low. So still watch out for that. Pushing back up towards VWAP right now. I mean, I don't know. Might be a wrap for me. Still looking for this. Where'd it go? Dang, there's 5,000 people watching. Alright, well, we got it in pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Trade
8,
NQH
9,
for
10,
CME
11,
at
12.
BMDB sell 12.
We got 12. There's another bounce. So this is where we were talking about if we don't make a new low here, because we didn't make a low here. I mean, we did, but we didn't take out this low. Now we're not taking out this low from here, right? So we're kind of just slowly kind of stepping up, and then hopefully we get like it'd almost be like
Trade
a trend break
NQH
type
for
of thing,
CME at BMDB by 20.
where we just kind of break out and just hopefully just go straight up. But I don't know. I mean, even if I were to take a long right now and just put my stop below here, I just don't think it's worth it. Like, I don't want to sit through that right now. So who knows? Who's in the chat right now? I see there's 2 people in here. Who is it? My guess is Mitch and Mr. Popcorn, maybe? I don't know. Make yourself known. Talk to me. I'm about to lose my mind watching this. Rejection off here, off the 80s. Right here. This is a rejection right here, if you didn't know. This is an even better rejection. It's hot. That's hot. Absorption. Good absorption there. Will we use it to our advantage? I don't know. guess no one's in here. Shoot.
Trade NQH for CME at BMDB sell 15.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, here we go. Getting some movement, finally. Still no low yet made. Boom, boom, boom. Still haven't made the low yet.
Trade NQH for CME at BMDB sell 11.
So watch these closely. Could be, I don't even know. All right, I think I'm gonna get out of here. This is too much for me to watch. I mean, last thing I'll say, the only really thing I see, and this is a huge if, maybe we get something like this and we get a breakdown or we get a breakout. I don't know. Moral of the story, we're getting tight. Do not trade any of this. Please. Still waiting on the crude oil. Still waiting on the crude oil short. Up here at 78.73. That's the target. We'll probably end up getting short at like 78.78. Let's say we get short at 78.78. And yeah. And if we don't, then I guarantee you we'll be getting long at one of these three zones. Whether it's today, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I don't know. But I've got to get out of here, yeah, because we're wicking this again, so